Hey Bill, thanks for explaining the cancel and rebill functionality of Salesforce billing in our previous episode. I'm a bit confused about the difference between crediting an invoice and cancel and rebill. Aren't they the same? Could you please clarify this for me?
Both these features serve different purposes, Ethan. Let me explain the difference between the two options in Salesforce billing. Let us start with crediting an invoice first. When you choose to credit an invoice in Salesforce billing, you are essentially issuing a credit note for that specific invoice. The credit note indicates that the customer's account has been credited for the total balance of the original invoice. This means the customer won't be billed for that particular invoice, and the product or service mentioned in that invoice is effectively given for free. Let me take a specific example to explain this further. Suppose Sarah orders a wireless Bluetooth speaker from her favorite online e-commerce store to enjoy her favorite music on the go. However, when the speaker arrives, she discovers a small dent on the exterior casing, which is a minor aesthetic issue but doesn't affect its functionality. Sarah contacts the customer support team to report the situation and discuss her concerns. The e-commerce store's customer support team promptly apologized for the inconvenience and assured Sarah that they would take care of the issue to her satisfaction. They offer to credit the invoice for the full purchase amount of the speaker as a gesture of goodwill. Further, in order to eliminate e-waste and transportation involved in the return process and to keep the customer happy, they request Sarah keep the product and continue using it as she likes. Sarah gladly accepts the credit. She continues to use the wireless speaker to savor her favorite melodies, appreciating the store's commitment to customer satisfaction.
Ah, I see. That is a perfect example of crediting an invoice.
Crediting an invoice can be an effective way to ease customer escalations and address any issues or situations where the customer should not be charged for the product or service they received. When a customer is credited for an invoice, it means that they won't have to pay for that specific invoice. However, it's important to note that this will not impact any future billing dates on their order products.
Makes total sense.
Cancel and rebill is a different option available in Salesforce billing. Using this option, you can correct any mistakes or issues in a previous invoice and then reissue a corrected invoice. This does not indicate a faulty product, but rather an erroneous invoice statement. The intent here is to correct the invoice, which effectively cancels the original invoice and creates a new one with the correct information.
So, with cancel and rebill, we correct any errors and then generate a new invoice for the customer.
Exactly. When you cancel and rebill, the next billing date on the order product is revised to reflect the correct billing cycle. This ensures that the customer is billed correctly for the product or service they received, and any errors in the previous invoice are rectified.
That makes sense. So, cancel and rebill is more about correcting mistakes and ensuring accurate billing.
Precisely. Cancel and rebill is a powerful feature when you need to make adjustments to previous invoices and provide accurate billing information to your customers.
Thanks for explaining the difference between the two options, Bill. It's much clearer now how they work in Salesforce billing.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help you understand better. Keep up the enthusiasm in learning Salesforce billing, my eager learner.